Welcome to DDS Handpiece Hub. In this tutorial, we are going to focus on the date aggregate functionality. This function allows you to get dynamic insights into your business. Let's say that we want to observe how your surgeries performed in terms of repairs in the year of 2018. For this, we are going to change the dates range. Then verify that we have all 10 surgeries selected. Here, we have a pretty standard report that you might have even seen in a previous tutorial. Now, we're going to change the date aggregate option. Let's say you want to know how your surgeries performed in terms of repairs quarterly. And then let's also disable all information other than cost and average cost. As you can see, the aggregated value insights remain the same, but now, instead of pie charts, we are being presented with bar charts. You can see here that all of your costs are presented for each quarter of 2018, and so is the average cost. This is also represented in the table. You can see the cost column, which is broken down by quarters. Average cost is also presented in this way. You can easily sort all of your surgeries by the total cost of repairs in the first quarter to see which one was the least and the most spending out of them all. You can also apply sorting to the average cost, which might give you an insight into which surgery ends up with the most damaged handpieces. This can also provide you with a great way to do research. For example, Surgery 3 spent over $9,000 on repairs, but the average cost is only $162, which means they only required basic maintenance. In display filters, you can always change the graphs that are being displayed, and you can obviously change the aggregation option. Let's break it down monthly. Now you can see the data grouped into first, second, third, all months up to the 12th one. If you feel that the presentation is not clear enough, you can use the scroll wheel on your mouse to actually see only part of the chart. To navigate left and right, you can hold down, left-click and drag the chart around. You can see it automatically adjusting to the minimum and maximum values presented. If you want to select only a specific period, you can hold the Shift key and then select the period that you want to zoom in on. Let's zoom out again and select this first third of the year. By doing this, we now only see the first 4 months of the year. Let's do the same thing to the average cost chart. Now, we see the first third of the year side by side for cost and average cost. We can also achieve this by changing the date range up top. You can see that the value insights changed. It's now around $180,000 total spent and $178 average cost, but the charts remain the same. Now let's break it down to the specific surgery. Say you wanted to go into details of your surgery number 1. You can see both cost and average cost detailed by month in the table in front of you. You can change it to the cost and the number of handpieces if you want. Let's say you want to detail by brand. You can expand the surgery row to get the table of brands and models, both of which are capable with providing you actionable insight. Let's again use sorting to get some idea of how the surgery is doing. We can see here that in the first month of 2018, handpieces of the W&H TA98 CLED model were repaired 4 times in surgery number 1. You can scroll down to see all the models being repaired to derive valuable information from this. This concludes our basic introduction into date aggregates functionality. If you want, you can use the weekly aggregate or even a daily aggregate. All of them share the same functions. You can zoom the charts with the scroll wheel on your mouse. You can use Shift and select to zoom to the range and zoom back. Lastly, we need to mention the export buttons, Export PDF and Export Excel. These two provide you with a way to export the data from the page in front of you. PDF will contain the page as you see it at the time of the export, and Excel will export the core table that we can see below.